What's up, Capricorn? This is going to be your mid-July 2021 and or timeless. When you come across this video, check in. All my info is below in the description box if you would like a one-on-one reading. Like, share, follow, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff here and across all other social media platforms. Jumping into this, Capricorn, we know 10th house astrology, career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, male figures, fathers, experts, the home life. These are all realms in your sector that your 10th house in astrology pertains to, which you rule over. I'm looking at the planetary alignment. We have Pluto in Capricorn till, let's see, March 23rd, 2023. Pluto is the planet of power and transformation. Definitely death and rebirth energies there. Obviously not literal, metaphorical. Could be in the sector of all of those facets that we listed, career, father figures, things of that nature. Let's see, generationally, I suppose it makes sense if, your quote-unquote father figure is getting up there in age, not to be morbid, but having, excuse me, Scorpio with Pluto in it is a generational thing for the millennials. So now that it's moved in Capricorn, we're kind of all over the board here because technically Scorpio is 8th house. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Or the viewership is not just going to be millennials, so that'll make sense. But as far as Pluto and Capricorn, death, rebirth in areas of public image, status, reputation, long-term career, things of that nature. For some reason, I had, the notion of, I remember reading somewhere that millennials were born when Pluto was in Scorpio. And I guess it makes sense depending on how long Pluto's in Capricorn, from 2008 to 2023. So I'm trying to do the math here. I guess it's only 2 houses away from Scorpio. So around the late 80s, so throughout the 90s till 2008, Pluto was in Sagittarius? That's interesting. In any event, a lot of transformation in the career, 10th house sector. As a Capricorn, you might be feeling it more, I would imagine. But again, check out your planetary alignments based on your own personal natal chart, and you'll see what action is going on there. As far as the tarot is concerned, you have the 2 of Wands in the upright. This is the world is your oyster type energy, looking forward to the future, planning and strategizing. The Justice card in reverse is looking forward to bringing justice, would be one of the taglines I would probably label this video for, or this video with, I should say. Let me just write that down. The Magician card is here as well in the reverse, so this is like a smokescreen energy. Could be stage magic energy, con artist energy. To say that kind of ugly word, I know tarot in general kind of has somewhat of a stigma against it, so it's always kind of weird to put that out there in regards to the Magician in reverse, but that's what it is, to be honest. Looking forward, planning, strategizing, Capricorn, mid-July check-in. Justice in the reverse is an imbalance of the heart chakra and the mind space. The scales of Libra weigh the heart and the mind. Sword of truth and justice is in reverse. Lack of clear communication, truth and authenticity, imbalance of the heart and the mind. So it's almost as if you might be sojourning to new lands or territory to go bring justice in some way, shape, or form, maybe internally within yourself, even the scales on your own end, Capricorn. The Magician in reverse is feeling like you can't manifest something. And when I continue to kind of extrapolate upon the reading, the Five of Wands came out here. This is something in regards to Leo season, which starts after the 21st of this month and lasts till the 22nd. Five of Wands in the upright. This is conflict for a greater good, hopefully. It could be because of this conflict or this competition that you're looking towards, that you feel that something can't be done or created, or some stuck energy exists. Maybe when you do involve yourself in petty conflict. The 7 and the 2 and the 5, create the 7, which is you kind of having king of the hill status, being at a high vantage point, a leverage point, which is good. It's almost as if you bring justice by not being petty or lowering yourself, lowering your standard. And I think that may be where you get your magic back, as this Magician card is in the reverse. There's nothing tricky necessarily about the cards in the reverse. You just got to flip them right side up. Typically, you'd want to infuse the value of the card in the upright to the reverse position to get the lesson out of the card in the reverse. So for instance, Justice in the reverse is heart and mind coherence, and then communicating whatever your truth might be with the Sword of Justice and Truth. The Magician is manifesting what's truly kind of your highest ideal, but you have to tune into the highest of highs so as to bring it to earth. What's your mission? What's your statement? What's your purpose? Wheel of Fortune is just stuck energy. So this is Jupiter and Pisces until the 28th. This is endings, beginnings, expanding upon limiting beliefs, going with the flow. I would say taking a calculated risk, spinning that Wheel of Fortune to some degree. It could be understood that whatever you quote-unquote land on, or whatever the new phase that you're traveling to, if there is travel involved here, or at least metaphorically, it's going to be karmic related, if you want to think along that line. But Page of Cups in the reverse is lack of spirituality at times. This is a mystical experience, some magic in its own right. This person is talking to a fish outside of a cup. He's on the old fish phone, as Rambling Mike would call it. Check out his channel on YouTube. I think he's in paradise somewhere with his videos lately. But I oversimplify it and say meditation or prayer or positive affirmation, things of that sort, or even just kind of watching your own mindset and being mindful as to what are some of the tendencies, the habitual thought patterns, feeling patterns that you fall into that are low vibrational. Okay, that to me is what the real spiritual work is in nature, and commune is commune with source within yourself, which exists behind your finite personality, our flawed finite personality that we all have. But source is perfect. That's how you could still be perfect in an imperfect way, because everything is one, absolute. The Hierophant in reverse speaks to carving out your own path, going against orthodoxy. Could be divorce. You could be wanting to move away from conflict as well. Two of Wands is back as to the Five of Wands. And this might give you a position of power or leverage. And this might be how you very well kind of get your power back, how you balance scales. Again, we talked about 10th sector career in the astrological kind of baseline natal chart. And this could be kind of, self-employment, launching your own career online, or your own business, however it may be. But you balancing the scales, you manifesting, you expanding and growing, your limiting beliefs, or even your education with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, Sagittarius energy here. This is higher education, cross-cultural relations, law, religion, learning, ethics, travel philosophy. So in all these areas you could be growing in as well, Capricorn. In general, with this energy, but the ruling planet behind it is right now expressing its self through endings, solitude, challenging limiting beliefs, spirituality, spiritual beliefs or outlooks. So there's that kind of like tangential, if I'm saying that word right, tangential relation between the 12th and the 9th house. And of course, Pisces, the fish head right here, Page of Cups in the upright, expressing this kind of philosophical, spiritual, mystical experience here or belief system, which you could be taking in your own hands, again, going against orthodoxy. So, but this is where your power rests, right, as the magician. And this is how you balance the scales. So, the hoi polloi, the masses, might be doing things one way, but you're setting out in another direction. Capricorn is what it seems to be saying here. So, I'm going to put my money on Capricorn. So that's what I got for you. Apologies if we got out of the gate, with a little bit of a stumbling block, but just kind of waxing poetic on where Pluto was. Point being is that a lot of the millennials had their Pluto in Scorpio at their time of birth. And now it's 2 houses over in Capricorn. So, very interesting. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning nonetheless. I'm going to leave it there for you, Capricorn. Guys, feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, and reach out for a one-on-one reading. The one-on-one reading rate is $2 a minute. We get to dive in more in depth and more in detail, per your current situation or question. They are held over chat messenger, over phone call, over video, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I'm very flexible, so do indeed reach out for a one-on-one personal reading. I've been reading now for, I want to say, coming up on 1.5 to 2 years, maybe even more. So holler at your boy. Thanks, Kat. Peace.